KB, I'll tell you what, Sunday's loss was such another emotional letdown for the players, for the fans. But as always, man, you are the guy in front of the cameras after the game, Monday, now with me. I've got such great respect for you because you deal with the media. You have been around tough losses like Sunday's. How long do you allow yourself to feel the emotions of what happened before you say, that's it, I need to put it behind me and it's time to move forward?
Yeah, I always try to go by, the 24-hour rule. Um, but some games you need 36 hours, honestly. And Sunday is one of those games. Um, you have to feel those emotions. At the end of the day, we're all human. When you have a lot invested in every single week, every game, the preparation that it takes every single week to get prepared for each game, and when you don't get the results you want, it's natural to be disappointed. Um, so that's definitely, it's disappointment at the end of the game. Like I said, we felt like we were going to win the game, and then obviously, the play at the end, the kick is blocked. So yeah, you ride those emotions, but at the end of the day, once we get to days like today, when I'm doing my recovery, get my IVs and stuff right now, you put it past you, and you start back over. You know what I mean? It's only thing I know how to do is go back to work and continue the process that you take every single week going into a game.
Yeah, it's the only thing you can do. Second roller coaster ride of emotions over the last 4 weeks. First, the Hail Mary at Washington, now the blocked field goal. Did one hurt more than the other, or are they just both real painful?
Well, I don't know if one hurts more than the other. They all hurt, honestly. Every single time you lose a game, whether if you lose by 1 point or you lose by, you know, 20 points, they all hurt. Because like I said, when you put a lot of time into it, you go into games expecting success, and when it doesn't happen, it's frustrating. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I always try to find the lessons within all this, and for me is just continue to try to be a leader, continue to doing the things that I need to do personally to try to create a spark for our team, and try to keep the guys motivated and make sure we're all staying together.
Over your 9-year career, even going back to college at Middle Tennessee State or at Martin Luther King High School, have you ever experienced losses like the Hail Mary and the blocked field goal in the same season?
No, definitely haven't. I've been on the other side of this multiple times. I remember we played Kansas City. I want to say this was 2019, and we blocked the field goal to win the game, and I think that was the year we ended up losing to them in the AFC Championship game. But like I said, I've been on the other side of this where, we used to win close games, and when you're on this side now where, you get into these close games and you don't win, um, yeah, it's not something I want to, get comfortable with. And so yeah, but definitely haven't been a part of this at all in my career.
How do you balance the frustration of losing with the optimism, the positivity of how much better the team played in relative compared to the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, you just don't dwell on it. Like I said, you give yourself 24 hours. If at the max you need 36 hours to feel all those emotions, frustrated, get it out. You know what I'm saying? You try to have somebody you can talk to. For me, is my wife. You can have a mentor that you talk to, a coach, to kind of let out all the frustrations. But after that, man, you come back to work on Wednesday, which is obviously tomorrow, and you get right back to work. You come in with a positive attitude because it's only two. There are two things that you can control: your attitude and your effort. It requires no talent. So you come in with a great attitude tomorrow. Come in with great enthusiasm, because at the end of the day, regardless of the results and things like that, we're all still blessed to be able to do what we do, to play for this city, play for the Chicago Bears. And, like I said, every single week is going to be different. And we have to do whatever we can as a team and individually to make sure we get a win on Sunday.
All right, I want to talk about something positive. That was Caleb Williams. He looked better than he did in the previous 3 weeks, especially late in that football game. What did you see from your quarterback against Green Bay?
He looked really well. For me personally, it just seems like he looked decisive. Sometimes where maybe early in the season or, past few games where he was going through his whole entire progression and maybe he held the ball a little bit too long because he was trying to go through the progressions. This past game, I was seeing him go to his check down, be very decisive with, who he was throwing to the ball to. It was one third down where he threw the ball to DJ. It was just like a stick route, kind of read the coverage, single high safety went backside, and he just threw a strike. And, obviously on that last drive where, you get sacked twice and 30-19, I pretty much everybody thinking the game's probably over. And to throw the strike to Rome back to back, and that back shoulder pass was beautiful. So I just seen a guy who really stepped up in huge moments, like he did this game, and also like he did in Washington. So was definitely proud to see him, put that together this game.
Kevin, there was a new offensive coordinator, and I was told that the guys on offense really embraced the game plan, felt as prepared as they did for any game this season. Did you sense a new energy, a new focus in the Bears locker room?
It's tough to say and tough to see. Because like I said, I'm kind of, obviously we're all in different meeting rooms and things like that. But I just speaking on Sunday, you did see, you seen a spark. You know what I mean? You seen guys going out there. Even for example, Rome, he had a great pancake block on the sideline by a cornerback. Kind of got guys really fired up. I think you just seen just like I said, just a spark. And that's something that I think Coach Flus was hoping to get when he made the change to go to TB. They also did a frame where we scored our first touchdown and TB got it. He was juiced up in the booth. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you want to see. And you want to see that going forward. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this game is about momentum, but it's also about energy. And you have to be able to bring the energy, every single time you're out there.
Sitting at 4-6, 7 games left to play. Currently, the Bears only have a 1% chance at making the playoffs. Do you pay attention to numbers like that or no?
I mean, you can't. At the end of the day, like I said, the only thing you could just focus on right now, even early in the season, I was very weary with just looking at, our record and, we were 4-2 or, wherever was going on. You don't want to look at that type of stuff. I remember it was a few years back. I think Jacksonville was maybe like 3-7 or something like that. And we were leading the division at the time in Tennessee. And they ended up coming all the way back and won like 8 or 7 games. It was some crazy. They won like 8 games straight, ended up winning our division. So yeah, obviously, as long as you have a 1% chance, there's still hope. And so, like I said, just for me, just making sure I'm keeping guys together, make sure we're all staying locked in on a mission, and just trying to get a win. Just trying to be 1-0. You don't want to look too far into the future. Let's just worry about this week. We got Minnesota. Obviously, they're 8-2. They're a really good team. So going out there trying to prove ourselves.
Talk to me
Right.
about the defense against the Packers. Packers scored only 20 points in that game, but the D only got to Jordan Love once, one sack.
Yeah.
Do you feel that lately the pass rush just hasn't been there?
Yeah, man, I think it's a combination of both. It's never just one pass rush. It's the pass rush and the coverage marrying both of those together. And just, talking about the game, I don't think that, we didn't affect the quarterback well enough, whether it's just from the pass rush or just in pass coverage. We gave it too many big plays. I think that was the biggest thing. I think we were pretty good in the run game. But, too many big plays down the field, right? If it was them throwing it to a back, getting 20 plus yards, obviously a couple big plays that Christian Watson had allowed them to get into the red zone, too many times. I mean, they were only 1 for 5 on third down, but only having 5 third downs the entire game just lets you know that they were doing really well on first and second down, staying ahead of the sticks. So, but it's something we got to tighten up this week on defense.
Man, you had a real good hit on Jordan Love as he was trying to get in the end zone. You still feeling the pain from that hit?
Nah, definitely not, man. That's just, for me personally, man, just trying to, lay it out on the line for the team. We talk about defending every blade of grass, and as long as, they're still out there and it's another, blade of grass to defend, we're going to defend it. Just try to keep making them snap the ball and just trying to lay it out on the line for my team. I try to do that entire game.
All right. How can the team carry over Sunday's performance away from the field goal, the block field goal? How can they carry that performance into this week's game at home against Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another opportunity to go out there and improve yourself, right? And trying to go out there and be the best version of yourself. Like you said, I mean, offense made really good strides, and you hope that the offense, Caleb, they carry the momentum going to this game. And as a defense, we've been playing really well this entire season. Obviously, on Sunday wasn't our best performance. So we have to find a way to play complementary as a team where offense, defense, and special teams is playing lights out. And we're still striving to get there. That's why this week it's all about getting back to work, trying to find solutions, try to be better as a team. And I think if we can do that, we'll go out there and get a win on Sunday.
All right, away from the field, as we can see, you're getting an IV right now. For the
Yep.
folks watching, tell them how the IV on a Tuesday helps Kevin Byard.
Yeah, so I mean, I just have a routine that, Tuesdays and Saturdays I get my IV. So I start off with ozone. I don't know if you can see a little, blood going through the deal. I guess it's more complicated to explain for me. I'd rather have the nurses explain it, but I get ozone, then after that I also get my IV bag with vitamins and NAD in it as well. So it's all legal. Don't worry about it. I get drug tested all the time. So I don't want anybody to think it's nothing crazy. But yeah, just for me, man, just allows me to get through the week and be hydrated. I feel like, for me and my recovery is the most important thing throughout the week, but also just the preparation and everything. So I like to have everything very routine based. Whether if it's stuff I'm doing at the facility or stuff I'm doing at home, like currently right now. Um, yeah, it's just the price that you have to pay to try to go out there and have great performances and things like that.
It's obviously working for you. Man, you have not missed a game in 9 years.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would credit that to a lot of, the way I take care of my body. Some of it is obviously, a little bit of luck in there. God has just blessed me tremendously. Like you said, just with not being able to, have any type of tragic injuries or anything like that. Gonna knock on wood. But yeah, I mean, I try to take care of my body as much as I can. I put a lot into it.
How long have you been doing this?
So the IVs, I want to say I've been doing IVs for at least consistently about 3 years now, 3 or 4 years. As a younger player, you kind of feel invincible, right? You think that, I don't really need to do a whole lot of stuff. And you see the older veterans, they're the one doing all the recovery stuff. And as you get a little bit older, you start to listen to your body more. You start to just every off season add a little bit more, add a little bit more. Whether if it's I started doing Pilates, whether if it's yoga, sauna, cold tub, cold plunge, all these different things. You start to add a little bit more. And my body responds to it very well. So I continue to do these things.
What about the old sports anchors like myself? Would the IV help me when it comes to the 9 o'clock news?
No, 100%. I think you'll be juiced up, ready to go.
Hey, man, always great to talk to you. Let's get a W on Sunday, all right?
Yes, man. We definitely need it, man. We got to get off this 4-game losing streak. So, like I said, man, as a team, man, we're going to go out there and try to do our best, man, to get a W for sure.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Looking forward to it.